Presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the Girls State Hockey Tournament. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Zander Auto Parts. And also by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, the Clubhouse in Pier, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and the Grey Goose Store and Social Club. And also by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now, with the call of the game, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
And from Watertown, we welcome you to the Girls State Varsity Tournament here on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and you can watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me here in the Reliabank broadcast booth is Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd. Guys, this is going to be a lot of fun this weekend. So glad you guys can join us here, and so glad that you're allowing me to come up here with you guys.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. 3 fun days, and then we get to do it again next week.
Absolutely. We get all 11 games here this weekend and all 22 games over the next 2 weekends with the boys varsity tournament as well.
Now, we're going to get good at this thing if we're not careful, aren't we?
Well, they might be asking us to do a little bit more.
That's right.
But we got Watertown and Brookings first, so you guys will be taking the lead to start this tournament out because obviously a hometown Watertown team, but this 3 versus 6 matchup, it's going to be a good one.
Well, and the interesting thing is they have tied every time they play. The first time they played, Brookings won 3-2 in overtime. The last time they played about 10 days ago here, they tied 2-2.
And
that can't get any closer.
You know, you think about a 3-6 matchup, the 3 seed should have the advantage. Well, maybe they do. They got the last change, but it's still going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, it is. This looking for a good one to kick off this tournament. This should be a lot of fun.
And I'll let you throw things over here because we got the coaches up here with us to talk.
Yeah, we have Alex Purdy here, the coach of the Watertown Lakers. And Alex, hometown state tournament, what do you think of that?
It's magical. There's nothing more exciting than getting to play at home. First game of the tournament. It's perfect.
So what about the girls? Are the girls excited?
Yeah, they are excited. It's different for me to see them this ready to go. Normally I have to kind of get them going myself, but today I didn't have to, which is really nice. Yeah, they're really excited. I think they're excited to play at home. They didn't have to get up super early and travel. They got to get out of school. It's the perfect combination for them.
You've played this team twice, both times overtime. What can you do this time to get it on your side?
Be the team that scores in overtime. That'd be my first key. No, I think for us it's going to be a similar game plan to what we've had the past couple weeks, which has been successful. That's to start fast and then just don't lose any momentum we gain from the start. We either start slow and have to ramp up as the game's going on, or we start fast and then we tank and have to get it back. That's kind of our MO this year, so I think it'll be a really good, fun game that can be a good outcome for us if we can play all 3 periods, full speed, 100%.
All right. Sounds good.
Alex,
good luck.
Thank you so much. Get back down to the girls, and good luck to you.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Thanks for coming up.
So, yeah, we talked to one coach, and maybe we're going to talk to another coach here.
Yeah,
before we weren't even fighting.
That's right. Yeah, it's the nicest any coaches will be this weekend.
That's right. We have Donovan Peterson here, the coach of the Brookings Ranger girls. And Donovan, first off, welcome to Watertown. You were here not too long ago.
Yes, we were.
Now you had some girls at one time in a point in your year. You didn't have your whole team. Today, do you have your whole team?
Yeah. The last time we were here, the 14U state tournament was going on, and probably half my team is on that team as well because I wouldn't say we're short numbers, but when we got them all, we're good.
So you guys are typically pretty even matched with Watertown.
Yep.
You guys have had some pretty good contests. What do you say to the girls today about this Watertown team?
Basically nobody wants to get scored on first, so we got to play tough D to start the game. Keep the puck out of the net. Don't get down. With girls, it's easy just to get scored on first and go. Let your shoulders drop and you're out of it right away. So, play tough D and hope we can get the first goal and go from there, and and just build on the weekend. Obviously, this is the first game of the weekend. Last year we had a tremendously close contest with Watertown last year at the state tournament in Pierre. So we don't want another one of those. Obviously nobody wants a game that tough the first round. You want to win, you want to get it done, but you want to take care of business and get out of here. And obviously we've got 3.5 lines. If we can play them all, we want to keep legs rested for the rest of the weekend and not have to wear out anybody. From the goalie on all the way up to the first line center. So.
Well, you're no stranger to what happens when Watertown and Brookings meet, so I'm assuming it's going to be more of the same.
Yep, I have no questions it will be. So.
Do you like getting that the first game of the tournament, get it out of the way?
Not necessarily. It gets you up here. The girls, it does. There's no butterflies. The girls, they got out of school. It's close. It's as close as we get to a home game without being away. I mean, my kids get to sleep in their own beds all weekend. So it's nice to get this game done. Some of them will stick around and watch some of the other games, but, as best we can. It's not bad playing the first game, but I'd rather not play the first game.
Oh, okay.
All right. Donovan Peterson, good luck to you. Thanks for coming to Watertown, and have a good tournament.
You bet. Thanks you guys for being here.
All
I'm
right.
sure all the fans that couldn't make it are going to enjoy it. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Donovan.
So we talked to both coaches and guys before we get things rolling here. We get about another 15 minutes before we actually get underway with this tournament, as they'll get another exam up there. This is going to be a great contest to start us off because last year the boys varsity tournament, Jim and I called those games, or the two games that we actually got, but it was a 3 versus 6 matchup. And a lot of times you think, 3 versus 6, that's not a great way to start a tournament. But these, like you said, these two teams played overtime both games. The 3 versus 6 matchup, there's not a whole lot of separation. The C's might say one thing, but the games say something else.
Well, so many times you'll get a situation where you'll get, say, a 4 and a 5 or whatever, and it's kind of a toss-up. And that game may be not as good as the one that's the 1-8 kind of a thing.
Right.
And a lot of times, too, in tournaments, your afternoon games turn out to be better than the semifinal games at night or whatever. So you just never know, which makes it fun.
And Jim, because you saw both games against Brookings, talk about what makes Watertown so dangerous against this number 3 seed Brookings team.
Well, I think there's just a good matchup. Our girls, we typically have a couple girls that are our scorers, and they do also. So there's something to be said about being 40 miles apart all the time. It doesn't matter if it's boys hockey, girls hockey. It just seems like it brings out the best in both of these teams, and I think that's what you'll see in this game. You're going to see some of the best come out in all of these girls.
And again, if you're listening on Capital City Rock, or if you're online listening right now at CapitalCityRock.com, we are on TV as well. You can get us on YouTube. You can watch the video of the game as we're all the way. We're at the camera over there. So we're in the broadcast booth right now, the Reliant Bank broadcast booth, and we got a couple different camera angles. We're going to make this a nice production, and it's going to be a lot of fun because this is a great facility to begin with. But then you add a tournament on top of it, and a girls varsity tournament to any varsity tournament. This is a fantastic facility to have something like this be played.
Yeah, we should remind everybody too that they have the home show coming up here the next 2 days. So if you're coming to a game, plan on maybe walking a little bit further than you would and some things like that, but be mindful of that. It starts at 9 o'clock, 9 to 5 tomorrow. I think Sunday's pretty much the same. So parking may be a little bit more challenging. So make sure if you come a little bit early. So you might have to walk a little bit further, just so you know that, and so you can get here plenty of time for the game.
And we're also on 1480 KSDR right now, as and you can listen to those games while you're here in town, or if you get outside the signal, you can go to CapitalCityRock.com and stream, or if you're in the Pierre area, obviously just turn to 104.5 Capital City Rock. So there's plenty of ways to always be listening, even if you're not here. Plenty of ways to always be listening. Plenty of ways to watch the game as well.
Yeah, we have John came along with a program here with a couple little cameras, so we've got some different camera angles. We're going to see how that works. But this little arena, there's really nowhere to hide from the camera angles, I don't think.
That's right. We're going to find every way to get everybody on camera here.
Well, and I think we also have folks on board from Brookings.
Yeah, Brookings, that's right. Yeah, Brookings.
Of course, KBRK and Brookings Radio, so we appreciate Cammie Powers and their whole crew. So it's great that we have it on several radio stations, and of course CapitalCityRock.com is a place to find it.
Yep, and that's going to be how we're going to be the next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. We get back-to-back weekends. They're either going to be sick and tired of us, or they're going to really enjoy everything that we've done. But we're excited for this tournament. We start with Watertown and Brookings here today at 12 o'clock. So we're about 10 minutes away from that start. And then we go straight to Sioux Falls and Huron. That's the 2-7 matchup that's scheduled for a 2:30 start. And, of course, we won't start any games prior to their scheduled start time. But as we saw in the first two matchups between Brookings and Watertown, if we go to overtime, that might push us back a little bit. But we won't go ahead of schedule. We'll start at 2:30 for Sioux Falls and Huron at the very least. Sioux Center and Mitchell will play after that at 5 o'clock today in the 4-5 matchup. And then Aberdeen and Owyhee will close out the day at 7:30. And we look at the overall picture of this tournament, and the great thing about state tournaments is that you can pick out two teams right now, the 1-2 seed Aberdeen, Sioux Falls. Those are the top two teams. But we're at a state tournament, anything can happen, and that 7 and 8 teams, they can give them a lot of trouble, and that could put them in a bad spot going to the rest of the tournament as well.
Well, a lot of these teams, Mitchell among them, are hoping that it's not a Sioux Falls and Aberdeen matchup because it went that way last year. In fact, it's gone that way, I think, 4 of the last 5 years as far as Sioux Falls and Aberdeen. And Aberdeen, of course, comes in as the number 1 seed, the only undefeated team here. But Aberdeen won last year 4-3. So I think some of your other teams are going, we hope it's 2 other teams that are in the finals.
And we could see Watertown and Brookings go to the second round. They can push Sioux Falls to the brink. You get Sioux Center and Mitchell. We talked about Mitchell, and a lot of these teams have U14 girls that probably are a little bit tired going into a girls varsity game. Well, now you get a full week to prepare, and then a full team to be rested. That changes the landscape of a lot of these teams as well.
Well, and then you also have some young goalies in this tournament. And Aberdeen is one, of course, when you have the Myrie girl, who is only an 8th grader. She's only had about 10, 15 shots a game on her. If you could get about 25 shots in her game, you might rattle the young lady. Aberdeen plays such good defense that you don't get a chance to get many shots, but if she ends up in a situation where they're getting a lot of shots on her, it could be quite interesting to see how she handles the pressure.
Yeah, and at this point in the season, it's tournament time. There are no records right now.
No.
And that's kind of the neat thing about any type of end-of-the-year tournament is there's no records, and really all you need to do is get hot for about 3 games.
Yep.
That's really all you need to do. And you have to have some luck along the way. A lot of these teams will find a little luck this weekend, and big things can change with a couple little hops of the puck.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The only record that matters is going 3-0 this weekend. That's the only thing that matters at this point. And it's going to be a lot of fun, these 4 games here today, and then we get in the second round tomorrow. We'll have games starting at 11:30, and then we'll have the 3 consolation, third place, and championship games. That's at 9, 11:30, and 2 o'clock. We'll have all 11 games across the entire day. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't think of any other way to spend a full weekend with you guys up here in Watertown.
You could probably take your radio along and go to church on Sunday, but if the team that you're rooting for scores, you might have to just kind of downplay it a little bit.
You're gonna have to throw your hands up and say praise Jesus. It's something to maybe get distracted. That way, you don't get in trouble for it.
So you don't jump up and go scores, and
right.
they go,
But it's this is a great facility here at Watertown, and we're going to talk a lot about this rink and this arena and the history that this Watertown has, and what the future holds for Watertown as well with an ice arena.
Well, this arena was built, I think, in 1988, so it's been around a while, to say the least. And yet, it's from our vantage point, we've got the best seat in the house.
Absolutely, and we're going to bring the best seat in the house to you because we're going to have if you go to Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, we're going to have the camera up here. Right now, we got it across the way, but we're going to have the camera up here following the action. It's going to be. We're going to really let everybody see why we got the best seats in the house.
Well, the only thing we don't have here that we've got all these cameras. The only thing we don't have probably is a camera on top of the Olympia. Otherwise,
that's right.
And we've never done that before. But
and we could see if we can maybe get that done.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this is just a great venue and a great time, and we hope that everybody will enjoy it. Yeah. It's great outside, but it's great inside.
Watertown's been talking about a rink forever. This little rink it's done its time, to be quite honest with you. But there's certain things in this rink that makes it kind of a neat venue. It's very very close up. The fans are close to the players, and of course the benches are tight, and it has its own little character, and it'll be a great spot for a girls' state tournament.
Absolutely.
It really will.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, over the years, you have some of those in basketball, other things like that, and then they come along and they build a brand new facility and go, well, then that kind of loses some of the character that you used to have.
Yeah, and you can really feel the atmosphere when you walk in at any point here at Watertown. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup here before we take a commercial break and get things started away. Brookings and Watertown here, we mentioned that it's two teams that went to overtime in both their games. Brookings got an overtime win. They tied the other contest. Right now, when you look at Brookings, the one thing that's going to help teams this weekend that is going to be really key is depth. Is how much depth do you have? How much do you trust the third and potentially even throwing a fourth line out there? Because in girls hockey, as we continue to try and grow the game, it's not quite there yet. The depth of a lot of these teams, if you have depth, that puts you at more danger, especially this weekend.
Well, and Brookings plays the second line with Vugdeveen and Barber and Garretts, and you put those two together, and they've got about 41 goals. And that's their second line, interestingly enough. But everybody out here has just about scored a goal or two or three in the course of the year. And, of course, also the same thing as far as defensively. You've got three sets of defensemen on the Brookings team. Watertown, of course, goes pretty much the same way, which makes it really kind of fun. So I don't think you have one or two players that you've got to really focus on. You've got to focus on the whole team, which makes it fun.
Yeah, and we talked when Donovan was up here, and we talked to him in the pregame. He talks about already playing those three lines and maybe getting into some of that fourth line because he's got to look down the road, in this tournament and try to keep legs fresh. Not many teams in the girls' side of it have that luxury. Brookings does, Sioux Falls does, Aberdeen does, but most of the time it's two lines. That's what they run.
And that's the big thing too is, you don't want to overuse your third line, especially in the first game, because you got to get to tomorrow. You can't sit there and say, well, we got to save this for the semifinals. Well, you got to win the first game to get to the state semifinals. But the fact that you have a chance to say, we can use that third line a little bit more, that bodes well for you in this type of a tournament.
Yeah, and I think you'll see some teams use their third line early on in each game, I would think, early on.
I think that's a good idea to get the bugs out, the jitters out, things like that, get them all in a chance to get playing in a state tournament right away, and then that takes a lot of the pressure off.
Speaking of nerves, we got some nerves too up here because we're getting ready to get this girls tournament underway. We're gonna step aside here in the pregame show. We're gonna come back and we will have puck drop for you. We'll have national anthem, I believe, first game or it might be the last game. We'll have the national anthem either way at some point today. But we'll have a puck drop for you coming up next. You're listening to the girls state hockey tournament on plenty of different stations, but the flagship of Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here to Watertown as we are getting set for Game 1 of the 4 games that we have for you on store this for today here at Watertown, the Girls State Varsity Hockey Tournament, and welcome those in listening throughout the entire state and maybe outside the state as well. But here on Capital City Rock, online, capitalcityrock.com, KSDR here in Watertown, also in Brookings as well, and of course on YouTube where you can watch the games. You can watch the games on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We're excited to bring out the video for you as Watertown and Brookings making their way to the ice. I think we might throw things down here to the PA to get the starting lineups, but Jim Lloyd's going to be on the call for us for this first game. So, Jim, welcome in again, and looking forward to hearing your call today.
Well, thank you. This is I've done a few Laker girls teams this year, and we've done the Brookings teams before, so we'll give this a whirl. We're going to get together here with the starting lineup. Starting lineups today are brought by Shields Iceplex. We're going to get the national anthem underway. About ready to get this thing kicked off. We're going to do some starting lineups here. PA announcer. Shields Iceplex brings you the starting lineup.
For your Watertown Lakers.
The Watertown Lakers. They're going to start.
Starting at defense, number 10, Katie Burnell.
Katie Burnell is number 10. She's going to start on defense.
At the other defense, number 19, Jillian Bush.
And number 19, the junior, Jill Bush.
Wing, number 2, Jada Kranz.
And at a wing, Jada Kranz, number 2.
At the other wing, number 12, Janelle Lloyd.
Janelle Lloyd's at the other wing. She's number 12.
11, Jacqueline Lloyd.
And her sister is going to center that line, Jacqueline.
Number 9,
In the goal
Emma
today is
Foysel.
Emma Foysel for the Watertown Lakers. Now off to my left, wearing the white sweaters for Brookings. The white sweaters with the red across the chest.
Janaea Keel.
Janaea Keel, number 12, will play defense.
Emma Rice.
Emma Rice will play the other defense.
Number 9, McKenna Garris.
Number 9, McKenna Garris.
Number 17, Karen
Vugdeveen, Kieran Vugdeveen, and Savannah Barber will round out the first starting lineup.
For your Rangers, number 1,
And number 1, Jaden Runge will be in the goal for the Rangers. 88% save percentage. We're about ready to get it going. Teams are going to retreat to their benches. Brookings right in front of their bench. Watertown Lakers go to my right-hand side in front of their goal and are surrounding the goal. Sticks are up in the air right now for both teams. The pep talk is beginning.
Jim, we should mention real quick that the officials, of course, brought to you by Kubota, are Johnson and Schrader.
There's a couple guys we've seen before.
Yes.
So the starting five for the Brookings Rangers taking place at center ice. The Lakers are breaking out just a little late. Right now they're coming to center ice, and we're about seconds away from getting this state tournament underway. Girls varsity here in Watertown. Schrader will drop the puck. It looks like Lloyd and Savannah Barber. Lloyd comes up with it back to the defense, and Watertown knocks it all the way down, all the way around the back side of Runge. Brookings Rangers are going to break it out here, held in by Jacqueline Lloyd. There's a little backhand by Jada in front. Held in, Jacqueline Lloyd can't get it on her stick. Now the puck comes all the way out to neutral ice. And here comes Brunell. Brunell's going to try to get it at the red line, going to backhand it all the way up to the blue line and tie it up. And here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd takes it down and gets stripped away by Rice. Rice going to try to break it back up. Janelle Lloyd's down here in the near corner, and she's going to try to hold it in. Brunell's down there to help out. Puck scoots out, and here comes Rice. Rice going to take it up through center ice. Upended there by Jacqueline Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd finds it at the red line. Is going to try to skate it in, and upended off of her stick there. And Vugdeveen tries to find it over there and can't get it. Now the Watertown Lakers dump it in. Jillian Bush taps it all the way down back to Runge. And Grendler is going to get it up to the blue line and intercepted there by Kate Holeen. And the Rangers now going to get it up to neutral ice. Kate Holeen just hops over top of her stick. And Kruger's going to go back behind her, Emma Feusel, and try to bring it back around. And here's Skylar Kuhlman, can't get it off the boards. Brookings get a stick on it here, and a little shot. Feusel sticks it out to the far end. Here come the Lakers in the neutral ice, can't keep it on the stick. And we've got Brookings going to try to bring it up through the neutral zone, and they get it down in their zone. This is taking a shot just a little bit wide. That was a Brookings player, that was Hokinson. We saw her last time she played here, had a really nice game. That was Hokinson. The puck stays right in front of the Lakers bench, and now it's kicked back all the way into there by Grendler. Grendler's going to get it up into the neutral zone. For Brookings, can't get a handle on it. Nobody's got real good possession here at this point. Holeen kicks it back to Kruger. Kruger's going to look on the near board over to Janelle Lloyd. She can't find it, and here comes Rice. Rice loses it off of her stick. Controlled there by Barber. Barber's going to try to move it down the ice and all the way down to Kruger at her defensive position. She's going to take it back around. Emma Feusel going to reverse stream and go back the other way. Kranz can't touch it, and it does come out of the zone. Here comes Keel. Keel over to Rice. Going to try to get it back up into the zone. That's number 9, Garrett's. Puck's over on the far corner, and here Kranz. Kranz going to try to pick it off the boards and does. Brings it up. It looks like a 2-on-2 here. It's Lloyd and Kranz. Upended over there, right at the blue line. And it looks like we're going to have an offsides. That was Keel over there stopping the puck.
Only one shot so far. It's been feeling out process to get this game underway.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get the goalies off to a hot start, but not in this one. So we're going to face off just in the neutral zone, and this is Jillian Bush going to backhand it down over to Rice. Rice going to get it up into the neutral zone, and that's going to be Forster. Forster can't advance it and goes all the way back to Rice. Rice going to look up and goes right in front of her bench and all the way down. That's going to be Jillian Bush going to pick it up in front of her bench, and she's going to try to break it out. Gets upended over there by Triplett. Here come the Lakers back the other way. This is Jalen Rye. Going to take it in the zone all by herself. She's 1-on-4 and loses the puck. Puck squibs away over in front of her bench, and here comes Brookings. Brookings going to bring it down through a Forster. She's going to take it all the way deep down in front and look for a centering pass. Can't quite get it over there. That's the Richter. Couldn't find it on her stick. And now it comes all the way back out of the zone. Vugdeveen's got it over to Shelsky. Shelsky back to Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen carries it in. Can't get quite control of it. Takes a shot and goes a little bit wide. Here comes Kranz. Kranz going to bring it all the way around out of the zone all by herself and tapped all the way down. And that was by Esplin. And we're going to have an icing call.
All right. Remind you, game today, of course, being brought to you by Fastenal. Also, Shields Iceplex, Clubhouse in Pier, plus Pizza Ranch, Midwest Hockey, Kubota. Also, Pelican Power Sports, Trickle Pink, as well as Dakota Land, FCU, and Reliabank.
This is a Clubhouse in Pier face-off, Jeff. And we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel. That's Lloyd against Barber. we'll see that all day long. And here's Holeen going to reverse it behind her goalie and try to get it over the Crayons. Crayons can't quite dig it out of the corner. There's Jacqueline Lloyd going to tap it over. Puck's up in the air and goes back over to Brookings. Brookings holds it in. It goes all the way back around. Kate Holeen tries to find it there. Can't quite do it in the back. Shelsky's going to pick it up. Crayons going to try to get it out. Keel's over there, and here tries to get out to Lloyd. Lloyd gets upended by Barber. Barber's going to be at the blue line. Nobody's holding the puck anywhere at this point. Here comes Lloyd. She's going to get off to the races here. This is Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to be one-on-one. Rice is there, and a shot broken up a little bit by Rice. Jacqueline has it behind the net, looks in the middle to Rye. Rye gets a decent shot, and that's offended there by Runge. Janelle Lloyd behind the net. Going to try for a centering pass. Can't quite get it. Now she can try to get it out to her defense. She can't do that. Brookings is going to bring it around the back of their net. And Esplin finds it over there. Here comes Brookings with possession. They're going to try to break it out. Can't do it. Lakers doing a nice job holding it in. Here's Sophie Kruger is going to be out on the line, and she misses it, and now they dump it in. It looks like everybody's going to get a change.
All right, Tickle Pink scoreboard at 12:05. First period action scoreless right now with Watertown and Brookings, and all part of the state varsity girls hockey tournament right here on Capital City Sports.
Jaden Keel is going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel and wins the face-off, but the puck dribbles all the way back down into the Brookings zone. Picked up down over there. This looks like Rice. Gonna get it over to Hokinson. Can't quite get it off her stick. Shelsky brings it back around. Gonna try to break out here. Brookings held in very nicely by Burnell. Burnell dumps it down deep into the corner, and Brookings gonna go back around the other way. Puck's loose in front of the net. That was a dangerous loose puck there.
Right in the slot.
And here Brookings again trying to break it back out. And now it does come out of the zone. This is Esplin. Esplin's going to dump it back in, and Krantz is on the blue line, and she dumps it down deep. It's going to go all the way down to Shelsky. Shelsky's going to try to break it out, reverses field right behind her own goalie.
Skylar.
And off the boards.
On her.
Yep, Skylar Kuhlman's out there, and here's Burnell going to hold it in again. So the Rangers have a little problem here breaking it out of their ice. Grendel will give it a try, kicks it up to the far boards, and Lloyd holds it in. Goes all the way back down deep. Shelsky's going to skate into the near corner here and try to tap it out. Lloyd is down there. Shelsky's down there. Trying to break it back out. And now it does come out of the zone. And Sophie Kruger's going to catch it. Brookings going to get a change here. And this puck goes up to the neutral zone to Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to take it down on her forehand. Gets a pretty nice shot. And glove by Runge. So a couple shots there now by the Lakers.
Yeah, 3-1 shots on goal right now as far as that's concerned, and the Tickled Pink scoreboard shows a scoreless hockey game in the state varsity girls hockey tournament, Watertown Brookings.
Barber faces off against Lloyd. Lloyd holds it down deep. She's going to bring it back around the back of the net, back around. Runge going to try to stuff it in, upended over there by Barber. And here comes Brookings. Now they're going to come out. This is Vugdeveen. Vugdeven's going to bring it out, and she's surrounded by a bunch of Lakers there and loses the puck. Now she does circle around and finds it. Loses it again, and Janelle Lloyd's applying pressure right in front of the net. And good job there by Janelle Lloyd holding it, applying a little pressure there. And here's Barbara. Barbara's going to zip it all the way down right in front of us. And it's going to bounce off. We're going to wave the icing, and Kate Holeen's going to grab it behind her own goalie. She's going to get it over to this side to Janelle Lloyd. Going to try to get it off the boards, banks it off the boards, upended over there by Barber. Barber applying pressure, and Rice going to dump it in deep. Between the nets, upended over there by Jillian Bush. There's a shot by Vugdeveen. Emma Feusel gloves it and kicks it out real quickly. And the Lakers going to take it all the way down, looking for Kranz on a big stretch pass and can't quite reach it. Pretty good look there by the Lakers. Kranz couldn't catch up with that one. She might have been off to the races.
Yeah, interesting. 9:39 on the Tickled Pink scoreboard. And right now, 3-2 shots on goal, but scoreless as far as Watertown and Brookings.
That was a great save by Foschel, too, because she didn't catch it cleanly, but quickly moved the puck into the corner where there was no rebound.
Yeah, so both goalies kind of get loosened up here a little bit. We're going to see some shots. And this is Richter. Faces off and loses it over to a Watertown Laker. The puck goes over to Liz Peets. Liz Peets going to try to get it out of the zone, and Richter keeps it in. Richter's the only one out there today without the name on the jersey. She's easy to pick out, and here's Brookings trying to get a shot and can't quite do it. And here come the Lakers. This is Jalen Rye. She's pinched over there on the red line, tries to maintain some possession, and now the puck dribbles all the way back over there to Richter. Richter's going to look up the ice here and going to try to get it to Forster. Forster can't quite get her handle on it. Here comes Jillian Bush. Jillian Bush going to skate it up through the neutral zone. She had a lot of traffic by Brookings, and Shelsky finds it off of Jill Bush's. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd going to try to bring it up by herself, and she's going to come up and circle around and create a little space here for her teammates. Got two of them waiting on the blue line. Here comes Jacqueline. She's going to bring it in, and she's going to look at a shot here. A little backhand shot, goes a little bit wide. Pretty good pressure there by Brookings, but Barber.
Had Janelle right on the top of the crease.
So here's the Lakers trying to hold it in. This is Janelle Lloyd down in the corner. Gets taken away over there. I believe that's Shelsky for Brookings, and held in there now by Jacqueline Lloyd. She's kind of a lot of traffic, and Barber's chasing her behind the net, and she's going to try to keep possession of it. And Vugdeveen gets her stick on, and now we're going to get it back out to Garrett's. Garrett's going to try to bring it all the way in the zone, and does. And looks like we're going to have an offsides on Brookings.
Yep.
So both teams, nobody's, I would say, has great possession of the puck, and nobody's really shooting the puck a lot, but it's evenly matched like we knew it was going to be. They're going to face off outside of the zone. And this is Esplin's going to face off against Kruger, or Keel, I'm sorry. And here's Rice. Rice going to find it from her defensive position, looking up the ice and can't find anybody. And Keel, this is Janea. Tries to get up the ice, goes back to Kruger, all the way back over to Rice again. Rice going to look right in the middle here to see if she can find Keel, and she does. Keel's going to try to bring it back all by herself, gets hung up there on the blue line, and it's going to have to go in defense to defense again. Now it finds its way over to Kate Holeen. Kate Holeen loses off her stick, and Rice now is going to dump it in, and that's going to be an icing. So Brookings really having a hard time breaking the puck out of the zone.
And that's credit Watertown on that. 7:30 to go on the tickled pink scoreboard. It's scoreless right now. Watertown and Brookings. State varsity girls hockey action for you.
Both teams getting a switch here with fresh legs on both sides. Barber's going to come out. Barber, Vugdeveen, Garrett's. Lloyd, and Krantz going to face off in the Brookings zone. That puck off the face-off is tipped over there by Runge. Now it's going to go into the far corner. Over the far corner, there's a little battle over there. That looks like Vugdeveen. She does get a stick on it and gets it over to the near side, and Rice is going to try to move the puck around. Here's Janelle Lloyd right in front. Krantz going to pick it up high on the circles and take a shot. Pretty decent shot. Battled off there by Runge. Janelle Lloyd has it, and she's going to flip it towards the net. Doesn't quite get there. She's going to try to flip it over there again and can't get there. Vugdeveen finds it over on the far boards. Whiffs holding it in, the Watertown Lakers, and here comes Brookings. And Brookings is going to try to break it out. That's Garrett's. Garrett's going to try to hit it all the way up, and here comes Richter. Richter's on the far side. She gets that puck taken away. And Jillian Bush is fighting for it. Here's a loose puck right in the center. Look out, that's a dangerous one. And Emma Foisel goes off. That puck came out of the near corner and went up between the circles. And Jeff, I didn't even catch that number, but Brookings Rangers score first on a loose puck. That jersey's kind of stuck in place. I think that's Grendler. It looks like Grendler. Kinsey Grendler.
Only 2 goals all year, and she scores the first goal of the state varsity tournament.
That puck was partially blocked by Foisel, kind of went off her skate. So we're going to face off at center circle again. It's going to be Richter. Richter wins the face-off, but it goes down and back to Emma Foisel, and Kate Holeen's going to chase it back there. And he's going to try to get it up to Esplin off of a pad. And we're going to. Here's Kinsey Grendler. Vugdeveen with the assist. So here's the Lakers going to try to break it out. And that always gives Brookings a little bit of momentum, that first shot. And here's a shot over there by Brookings, and Emma Foisel finds it right on her pad. And that again, that was Grendler throwing it at the net from her defensive position. We're going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Foisel here. And it's going to be Esplin. Brookings going to try to get a late switch. Mr. Schrader says no, that's not happening. He said he can't bring him out. So Brookings going to go with who they have on the ice. That's Richter taking the face-off, and puck goes all the way out into the neutral zone. Chasing over here is Grenler. Grenler gets it over to Shelsky. Shelsky's going to try to get it, and she gets it back now. Now she's going to skate it up through the neutral zone all the way around. And she gets up tight into the circle and does get a shot off, and Feusel with a right leg pad save there. And here comes Esplin. Esplin's going to take it up all by herself, and she's going to get it down deep in the zone. Going to go all the way back of Runge. Brookings here with a little bit of pep in their step after that first goal of the game. Here's Vugdeveen going to try to get it off the boards and can't quite do it. Esplin's going to try to center the pass, and nobody's home. Jewel Bush is going to chase it, and here comes Janelle at the blue line. She's going to dump it down deep. Esplin's going to try to find it behind the net. Shelsky's over there trying to break it out. And Garrett's got a long stretch pass looking for Vugdeveen, can't quite get there. And here Shelsky's going to find it right in front of her own goalie. She's going to break it out over here to Garrett's. Garrett's can't quite get it off her stick. Crayons is there to hold it in, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd trying to do everything she can to get the puck deep, and she finds it down into the near corner. She's going to take it around the goalie, looking for a center pass, looking for Janelle, can't quite get it on her stick, and here's a backhand, goes wide. Crayon's going to find it on a rebound, and there's a shot that was real close to the net. Barber takes a little shove over there, right in front of the net, and here comes Brookings. Brookings going to try to break it down. It goes off of Brunel's stick, and Jill Bush going to find it back in her zone, going to get it all the way back up to Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd gets a little bit ahead of herself, and here's Brunel going to hold it in deep. Jacqueline Lloyd circling around, finding it at her skates. Now she's got it on her stick on a forehand. She's going to take a shot, deflected right in front. I think that was by Crayons. Rebound comes out. There's nobody home for the Watertown Lakers, and the Rangers are going to take it all the way down the ice for an icing and going to get a switch here. Pretty good opportunities there for Watertown Lakers. Probably the best opportunities that they've had in this game thus far. So there's going to be a switch here by Brookings and the Watertown Lakers. They're going to face off to the left-hand side of Runge. Face off over there is one, always goes all the way towards the goalie, and she kicks it out to the side. Sophie Kruger's going to try to hold it in and can't quite do it. Now Rye does. It comes out in the neutral zone. Kate Holene's got to reach out for that one. She's going to look up the ice to near boards, intercepted over here by Dunbar. We haven't said her name yet, but she's been out on the ice. And Keel's going to give chase by Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger's got to be careful with it in front of her own bench. Skylar Kuhlman's going to go out right in front of us and going to get it down in deep, and she does. Rice is playing chase over there. And Keel, Janaea Keel, playing her defensive position. Now the Watertown Lakers are going to hold it in once again, which they've done so well. Sophie Kruger from her defensive spot is going to be on her forehand. She's going to take a shot right next to the skate of Dunbar, or Runge, and that one was covered up pretty nicely, but a pretty decent shot by Sophie Kruger. And here come the Rangers. The Rangers are going to come through the neutral zone. This is Keel. Going to get it down deep. Kate Holene's going to find it right in back of her own goalie and going to try to get it over here to Skylar Kuhlman. Skylar Kuhlman's going to try to get it up into the zone. And here's Rice. Rice finds at the blue line. Look out, she's going to take a shot. A little bit wide. Emma Feusel grabs it with her glove.
2:59 to go on the tickled pink scoreboard. 1-0 Brookings with the lead. Both teams 5 shots on goal.
Emma Rice sitting on the blue line for quite a while there. I could see the shot coming, and Emma did also. We're going to face off with Lloyd and Barber. Lloyd tries to get it on her skate, and she does. And here's Janelle. She's going to try to get it up to Jacqueline. Jacqueline finds it on her stick and gets a shot. Goes way wide. And here's Krantz. Krantz going to throw it in the middle of the net. Nobody home there. Janelle's going to chase over, and here comes the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers are going to try to get it out, and Lloyd off of Lloyd's skate, and here comes Vugdeveen at the blue line over to Barber. And one of those two, Vugdeveen or Barber, were off sides. So we're going to come back outside of the zone. This is a Barber, Vugdeveen, Garrett's line, and has scored a lot of goals this year, and they used it as their second line. They face off here, controlled by Watertown. Watertown's control right in front of their own bench. Janelle Lloyd tries to get it off the boards and can't quite do it. And here come this puck around the backside. Jillian Bush going to try to get a stick on it. And she does right in front of her own bench, kicking it with her skate and try to get out of the zone. And that was upended over there by Shelsky. Shelsky holds it in, and here comes Vugdeveen, going to bounce it off the boards and get it down deep all the way to Katie Burnell in back of the net. Krantz going to find it on the far boards. Going to kick it out, and does. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She's 1-on-4 right now. Gets it into her zone, going to take a shot, got a decent shot off right on the ice, and Runge found it. I didn't think there was any room to shoot the puck, but she found a little gap.
Yeah, 1:57 left in this first period. Brookings with a 1-0 lead on the Tickle Pink scoreboard.
Richter, Triplett, and Forrester are going to be out there. And Esplin takes the face-off and slaps it at the goalie. Puck here coming out in front of us, right down in front of our vantage point.
Reliabank booth.
The Reliabank booth. We're perched up here on the one side, right in about the center of the ice. And here comes Triplett. Triplett's going to be on the far corner. Going to try to get a shot off. Can't quite do it. Got Emma Foysel moving a little bit. And here comes Rye. Rye's going to tip it all the way out to Esplin. Esplin's going to, at the red line, she's going to take it and dump it down deep. And a little bit of dump and chase here for the Watertown Lakers. And Rye holds it in on a backhand. Tries to get it all the way down over there to a Laker gal, and she can't quite get it, but here comes Brookings. Brookings is going to come up through the neutral zone. This is Forster. Forster's going to have it on her forehand, going to try to get it off. Sophie Kruger making a nice defensive play, trying to get that puck back out, and does. Here's Shelsky going to find it at the red line, back over to the defense.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute.
1 minute remaining in this one. And here comes Brookings. This is going to be Richter. Richter going to look for a shot high over the top of the net. And she's going to go take a break. And here comes Sophie Kruger. She's going to have it down in the near corner. And Rye is going to find it on the far board. She's going to try to get it off the boards. And taken away over there by Brookings. That was Garrett's. Garrett's has got it down in the corner. And Sophie Kruger are battling for it. They have it pinned up against the corner in the boards here, and it looks like Barber's going to try to dig it out of there. Puck is not moving. 25 seconds left in this one. Now the puck comes out. Janelle Lloyd gets a stick on it, and Shelsky's going to get a shot broken up in a lot of traffic, and Vugdevine finds it on the far end, looks for Barber. Can't quite get it on her stick smoothly, but now she chases it around the back. Emma Foysel down in the near corner, and here comes Barber circling around. She's going to, only thing she's going to get is a backhand wide of the goal. And back out to Barber again. She can't get on her stick. 3 seconds left on this one. Looking for a centering pass. They can't quite get it. And that's going to end the period. So the Brookings Rangers putting a little pressure on right at the end of that period, the last minute, and could not get a decent shot on goal. And credit the Lakers with pretty good puck pressure down on the far end.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff?
Well, interesting, and of course, this intermission report brought to you by Pizza Ranch. Only a score in the first period, of course, came at 6:35, breaking a scoreless tie. And that was, of course, Lindsley Grindler with, of course, Bud Devine assisting on the play at 6:35, giving Brookings a 1-0 lead. We are 1-0 at the end of the first period. And so far, make that 5 goals, 5 saves apiece, as far as both the Watertown Foysel and Runge as far as Brookings is concerned. And right now it is a 1-0 Brookings lead after 1 period of play.
Good.
Yes.
One shot the difference so far.
One shot.
That's what it is. 6-5 in shots and a 1-0 lead for Brookings. So we'll step aside for the first time here. We'll come back with our first intermission report. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakota Land is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. at home. Let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakota Land, Equal Housing Lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Oahe Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back here to Watertown as the first period has come to a close, and Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd joining me, John Winkler here in the broadcast booth, and actually Jeff's downstairs right now, Jim.
Jeff went downstairs. We found one of our friends of hockey and a former head coach of the Watertown Laker girls, so he's coached a lot of these girls, and we kind of found Donnie Meyer just hanging around down there, so Jeff's going to interview him from the penalty box.
All right, let's bring in Donnie Meyer, former coach of this Watertown Laker girls team. You know a lot of these kids on this team, don't you?
Yeah, I do, from softball and hockey, and they're doing well. Great game.
Talk a little bit about your impressions of this first period. Neither team really has had much of an advantage, have they?
No, not really, but I think Watertown has had a little bit better. I mean, they've had a couple good scorings, and they really close. I mean, I watched it, and they looked like they were going to go in, and it just didn't happen. And Jacqueline's doing really well against them, and I think they're trying to key on her, and they're changing lines up on her really hard. But it's going to come. They keep skating the same way. You can see shots on goal are about the same. I think Watertown's did a little bit better job of getting to the net than Brookings has, so I think the second period, I think they'll do a lot better.
Well, they played to the 3-2 overtime win the first time that Brookings played, and Brookings won last time. It was 2-2 overtime tie here, so these are two teams that are pretty well matched.
They are. I mean, their top lines are pretty equal to each other, so whoever gets the breaks is going to win this game. And I think Watertown, if they keep coming out the way they are and putting the pressure on them, I think Watertown's top line is a little bit better than Brookings, and so I think they can win this game.
Are you enjoying the action?
Oh, absolutely. I love watching these girls play. I mean, I see them all summer long playing softball, and so I know quite a bit of them, so it's really, really fun to see how they've grown, especially the young Lloyd girl. I mean, geez, you can't tell the difference between her and her sister, so it's kind of cool.
Do you miss coaching?
Oh, yeah. Coaching kids are always a great time, I mean, they keep you young, so it's, and I still do the summer thing, so I'm good.
Well, it's fun to have the state girls varsity tournament here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I took the day off just so I could come to watch this, because I enjoy watching them, and I enjoy watching all the Lakers play, and I try to get to as many games as I possibly can, and so it's always fun.
Sounds good. Good to see you. Thank you much.
Well, thanks, Jeff. Glad to be here.
And again, that's Donnie Meyer, and when you interview Donnie Meyer, he's working in the penalty box today down there. But he always turns into a coach. He's been a coach all his life, and he really likes these girls that he coached when they were much younger. So he knows all these girls. So it's kind of nice to have him down there, and I'm glad we saw him. And he talked to us on the mic. That's great.
One of the things, too, before we take a next break is you talk about working the penalty box. A lot of parents volunteer. A lot of the teams, you got to volunteer to work at the association that your kid's playing with. There's a lot of parents that want to work the penalty box, and it keeps them quiet because they have to do something else. And it keeps them quiet, and it's always fun hearing hearing those stories of, yeah, I do it just so I don't sit there and say too much. I got too much other stuff going on. I just watch. I do my job, and I'm good.
Yeah. Every arena you go in the state, it's all volunteers. That's who runs this thing. They run the scoreboard. They they run the PA announcer, they run the penalty box. They're here last night at 10 o'clock at night setting the building up. There was people here this morning at 8:30 getting this rink ready. All volunteers.
Absolutely, and we can't thank them enough because, again, they're not getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
They're doing it because their kids play, and they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. So we appreciate all the volunteers that are working, not just this weekend, but the ones that are getting ready for the next weekend, too.
Oh, yeah.
It makes our lives a little bit easier when we have the volunteers that are doing their part, because it makes us look better than even, and it's hard to make us look good sometimes.
Yeah, it sure does. There was volunteers helping us out this morning, helping us mount some cameras and getting everything that we needed and extension cords and things like that. Those are all volunteers. They've put a little display for food and so forth for the volunteers, and it's a lot of work, and some of these volunteers are really good at it.
And again, it's 1-0 here for Brookings after the first period as you're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament. Want to make a quick note that if you're watching on YouTube right now, each broadcast, we will end each broadcast and then come back with another broadcast. So the video will be live, and right now is obviously the title of it is saying that it's Brookings versus Watertown. Well, we'll have our next one. The title will be Sioux Falls versus Huron in the 2-7 matchup. So we'll continue to go on from there, and we'll have a new broadcast each time that we need to. So with that, we'll take our next break here of the Girls State Varsity Tournament. It's Brookings 1, Watertown nothing here after the first period. You're listening on Capital City Rock, KSDR, out in Brookings as well, CapitalCityRock.com, and you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
Visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness. Came in dripping. With just the right amount of jalapeno heat. Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso. Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6. Remix! Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Never enough queso.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. As we welcome you back here to Watertown, it's the end of the first period. Brookings and leading Watertown 1-0 in the first after the first period. As Jeff Anderson is going to give us a rundown of the end of that first period.
All right, well, 6:55, Brookings broke a scoreless tie, and that was, of course, Grenzler getting a goal there, Vugteveen with the assist. And right now, Brookings has made it stand up with a 1-0 lead after one period of play. As far as the situation on the goalies, Feusel with 5 saves and Runge from Brookings with 5 saves as well. 1-0 getting set for second period action coming up after this. Of course, we have 3 more games coming up today. Hope you can join us for all those. But right now, 1-0 Brookings with the lead. Rangers and Watertown have played 2 other games this year. Both went to overtime. They hope that won't be the situation this time around.
Hey, it would be a great start to that first game of the tournament, get us started off right. We don't want to say overtime is what we got to have, but I mean, we're here all day anyway. What does it even matter to us?
Exactly.
We can throw that out there and make everybody else start to groan a little bit. We got the second period coming up for you after this. You're listening to this Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, Brookings, as well as, and then on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness came in drifting with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Back here at Watertown as we get set for the second period. Jim Lloyd's got it for you again.
Yeah, both teams are out. On the left-hand side of your radio dial right now is Emma Feusel. She's scuffing the ice in front of her net. And to the right-hand side of me is Jada Runge. They're going to face off over here. Lloyd against Barber and controlled by Brookings. Brookings going to be tapped over defense to defense. Now they're going to get it up to Barber. She can't get it on her stick. She's going to go all the way back to her defensive men. That's number 12. That's Janaea Keel. Almost intercepted there by Jacqueline Lloyd. And here comes Barber all the way around. And she's going to dump it back over to Rice. Rice going to skate in back of her own goalie. A little pressure applied there by Krantz. Janelle Lloyd's in back of the net. And we're going to get a little scrum there. Here comes Barber going to try to bring that one out. And Krantz is going to be on the far corner. Good pressure here by the Lakers. Barber's going to find it on her stick. Can't quite get it off the board. Pinching over there against Krantz. And here comes Brookings going to try to get it back out. And Vugdevine's going to go down in the near corner and try to find it and get it back over to her defense. So that's over to Rice. Rice going to bounce it off the far board and does so over there. And here comes Vugdevine's coming up through the red line. Upended there by Jill Bush and a backhand down into the zone. Jill Bush going to kick it over right in front of the Brookings bench. Held in there nicely by Grendler. She's got a goal tonight. Here comes Barber, and Barber's going to find it right in front of the circle. Emma Feusel can't make the stop, and that's Savannah Barber. She's got 14 goals this year. 14 goals, she now has 15. And she found the second one just within the first minute of this second period. We talk all the time about how important it is to come out in a period, and Savannah Barber found it right between the circles.
Next goal's huge.
The next goal is huge, is right. The face-off, at center ice is controlled over there by Brookings. And now it comes back over to Sophie Kruger from her defensive spot. She's going to try and whiffs on the pass up there. Now she's going to go back and get it and going to tap it all the way around the backside of Emma Feusel. So here's Rye going to try to get it out of the near corner. And the Lakers got to find just a little bit of pep here somewhere along the line. Here comes a shot broken up by Esplin. That shot there was by Grendler. Grendler from her defensive spot. And here comes Esplin. Esplin going to take it down. She's one-on-one over there. Shelsky gets over there and gets a stick on it and prevents a shot by Esplin. So nice hustle over there by Alexis Shelsky to get her stick on that one. And Emma Feusel leaves one in, unfortunately, right at the beginning of this period. So it's a 2-0 game. Brookings are going to face off down here in the Brookings zone. Face off won by Brookings. Shelsky's going to try to get it over to the far corner. Burnell gets her stick on it. Now Shelsky finds it in back of her own goalie again. Janelle Lloyd goes over there and tries to apply a little pressure down in that corner. And that's Hokanson. Hokanson taps it all the way back around the other side, picking up over there by Brookings. And the puck comes out to Kranz. Kranz going to tip it all the way over to Jill Bush and all the way back over to Kranz. Kranz misses it, and that was a close one over there. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd's going to find it in the neutral zone, and she's going to swing it in. Barber's applying pressure over there, and it goes down into the far corner. Jacqueline Lloyd holds it over there. Shelsky's applying pressure. Jacqueline tries to get it out, and there's nobody home in front of the net. Now it comes all the way out to defense, out to Jill Bush, and Jill Bush is going to tap it over to the goalie and can't quite get a lot on that one, and Runge saw it all the way.
Tickled the pink scoreboard right now. 14:24 to go. Period number 2. 2-0 Brookings with the lead. Vugdeving has both of the assists on both of Brookings' goals in this game.
Lloyd and Barber are going to face off to the left-hand side of Runge. Controlled over there by Brookings. Here comes Barber. She looked like she wanted to shoot it, dumps it down into the corner. And Brookings going to control over there. This is Keel. That's Janaea Keel going to control it and knock down into the zone. Jacqueline can't get a hold on it. Janelle gets a shot off the skate of a Brookings skater down there. Here comes Brookings. Brookings going to come up through the zone. It's going to be 1-on-2. A nice pass over, and Keel can't. I'm sorry, that's Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen can't quite get a backhand shot, and it goes just a little bit wide, and Janelle Lloyd finds it over on the far corner, and now takes it all the way back around, and here's Brookings going to look behind the net and can't quite get anything over here. Jacqueline Lloyd with a backhand tried to get it back out of there. Barber holds it in. Here's Keel up at the blue line, down on the Barber. Barber just scored one not too long ago, and over back up to Keel from her defensive spot, taking a slap shot, and it goes wide. Lots of traffic in front of the net that time, and here comes another shot from the other defensive corner. That one goes wide, and Keel finds it right in front of her bench. Janelle Lloyd is down there battling with it. Jacqueline's going to try to help out. Can't quite get the puck out of there. Vugdeveen now gets in the traffic against Jacqueline Lloyd, and a whistle blows when the puck cannot be seen by the referee, and both teams are going to get a switch here. So the Brookings Rangers, up 2-0, came out within a minute of the second period and scored the second goal. Richter's going to take the face-off down here against Esplin. And Liz Peets gets it on her stick and goes back out to the defender. That's Grender. Grender takes it all the way down. Sophie Kruger finds it down over there. And Liz Peets going to zip it all the way back around for Jalen Rye. Jalen Rye's going to pick it off the boards. Can't quite do it, and Brookings going to get a shot at Emma Feusel. And that's going to be Grendler from her defensive spot. Again, didn't get a lot on that shot, but a shot nonetheless. Emma Feusel had to get some piece of it, keep it out of the net. Esplin's going to face off here, control over to Grenlin. Grenlin takes it all the way over to Shelsky. Shelsky's going to take a shot from the defensive position, blocked by Feusel. Now down in the far corner, Emma gets another stick on that one. Loose puck in front of the net, cleared out by Kate Holeen to the near board. And this puck is trying to be cleared out here, and Esplin's going to take it around the back of her own goalie over to Liz Peets. So Liz Peets going to try to get it to center and does. Gets it out to Rye, out to a stick. Comes off her stick and goes all the way back into the zone. That's Grendler going to chase it down and going to get it all the way back up. Kate Holeen holds it in, can't quite do it now. Here comes Sophie Kruger in the neutral zone, looking far rink over to Liz Peets. Liz Peets going to take it and dump it into the zone on a backhand. And over there is Richter. Richter for Brookings going to try to take it out of the zone, can't quite do it. Here's Kranz going to intercept it behind the net and gets a shot, and it goes wide. Pretty good attempt there by Kranz. And the Lakers have the puck down in deep in the zone, and here comes Brookings with a stretch pass all the way around the outside. And they're coming up through the neutral zone right now. We're one-on-one. Kruger's there giving chase, does a nice job deflecting that puck. And that was a Brookings player.
Yeah,
that was
nice
Forster.
job of poking that away.
Yeah, nice job. So this puck goes all the way back down, and Vugdeveen finds it right in front of the Lakers bench. Jacqueline Lloyd tries to hold it in, broken up by Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen gets it over in neutral ice, and a shot there coming from Brookings, and that's Garrett's. So Vugdeveen gets it over to Garrett's for a quick shot, and we were up and down the ice there.
Well, Watertown almost got pinched a little bit because they were getting too many gals up the ice, and then they had to really hustle back. Brookings has been putting a lot of pressure on.
They have been. And Brookings, you can see they have a little pep in their step.
Yeah.
Esplin here is going to take it against Barber, and a shot from the defensive position goes high and almost out of the rink. It stays in. Cran's going to make a pinch down over here against Keel in the near corner, and here comes Esplin going to try to take it out, and it does come out of the zone. Janelle Lloyd finds it at the red line, and she's going to take it in all by herself in the far, and she's on her backhand, going to try to get it to the center ice, can't quite get a handle on it. A lot of pressure there. Vugdeveen goes in and just takes it away from her, and here comes Vugdeveen down the ice with the Lakers chasing. Vugdeveen's on her left-hand side, dumps it off the board, and Jillian Bush is going to take it away from her off the boards. Keel holds it in. Here comes Barber in the near corner up to Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen's going to get it over to Barber, can't find it right in front of the net. Opportunity for a shot there. Now it's going to go back over to Vugdeveen. Can't quite get it at the goal. And here comes Rye, going to knock it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing for the Lakers. So Brookings Rangers really putting some pressure on through the neutral zone and deep down into the zone.
And at 10:36 to go, period number 2 on the Tickle Pink scoreboard. It's right now Brookings 2, Watertown nothing. State varsity girls action for you on CapitalCityRock.com.
All right, we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel, controlled there by Esplin. Esplin's going to take it back down. Kate Holeen in back of her own goalie, going to reverse field and going to try to get it up the ice, and does so. This is Esplin. Esplin's going to play in center on this line, and she's going to take it up the near side, and she's going to go to the corner. Kind of a tough angle, but she did get it at the net, and Runge gets it with her left-hand glove.
Yeah, game also, of course, being brought to you, of course, on Brookings Radio, KBRK, and also, of course, Watertown Radio, KSDR.
Jaden Runge doing a nice job keeping it out of the nets here for the Rangers. And face-off here goes to the far side. That's Grendler. Grendler has a goal already tonight, and she gets it taken away from her. Sophie Kruger dumps it down deep, and here comes the Rangers. This is Shelsky. Shelsky's going to take it around the back of her net if she can. Upended there, and here comes Holkinson. I always miss her name. We're going to get it eventually, but she's had the puck quite a bit tonight, and she can't quite keep it on her stick. And Sophie Kruger takes it all the way around the back of the net. Jacqueline Lloyd comes off the bench and finds it in the near corner, fighting over there with Shelsky. And the puck's tied up. Now it comes loose. Shelsky's going to get out of the scrum, and she's going to take it around the back of her net. Up along the near boards. Can't quite get it to a teammate over there. And Kate Holeen doing a good job keeping it along the boards. And now it squirts all the way back out. Jada Cran's back in a defensive position at this point. And Skylar Kuhlman dumps it down in the corner. Jacqueline Lloyd chases. Now Jill Bush is going to take a shot at the goal. Can't quite get it. There's too much traffic in the way. Now here's Jill Bush going to pick it up again right in front of the net. Skates in between the circles and gets it taken away. Jacqueline Lloyd over there is taken away. Janelle meets him at the center ice. And Brookings trying to dump it deep, and they do. Jill Bush goes all the way back around, and she's going to try to regroup for the Lakers. Going to try to get it up to Jacqueline and finds her on the stick and right in near boards. Jacqueline tries to get it up to Crans and can't quite do it, and it's going to be an icing call. Jacqueline Lloyd looked up the ice, and Krantz couldn't find the puck and get it on her stick.
All right. We have 3 more games to go today. 8:53 in this opening game of the State Varsity Girls Hockey Tournament. Tickle Pink scoreboard shows Brookings up 2-0.
Facing off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel, it's Barber and Lloyd. Lloyd gets it out of there, but controlled with a shot by Keel, broken up by Lloyd. Here comes Barber. She's point blank. Look out! And
wow, what a save.
Barber was point blank with Emma Feusel, and Emma gloved it like she saw it all the way. That was a fantastic save, John.
That's one to go back to the highlight reel for.
Point blank, and wow. Savannah Barber can put it on you when she's got a shot like that. Great job by Emma Feusel, and what a shot. Faced off here by Lloyd and Barber, and Brookings going to try to kick it over, and can't find anybody over there. Liz Pete's going to try to get out of the zone, can't do it. Held in there by Rice. Rice takes a shot, going to go right into Esplin. Esplin now gets it out through the neutral zone. Jalen Rye is going to chase it all the way down to Keel. Keel's going to get there first, right in front of her goalie, and covered up down there by Runge.
That came with about 8:30 left to go. That's one to mark down. If Watertown scores these next 2 goals and comes back, that's one to point back to, because it easily could have been 3-0 right now.
The only thing I could say at the time was look out.
Yeah.
Because that was point blank. So they're going to face off to the right-hand side of Runge. And that's Esplin's going to lose it to the Brookings, and there's Vugdevine's going to bring it up into the center ice here into her own zone. Here's Keel's going to try to hold it in. Can't quite do it. Barber gets it on her stick in the neutral zone right at the red line. She's going to circle back around and right down in front of us, and she's going to skate it into the zone. This is Savannah Barber. She had a good shot. She goes down, keeps it on her stick, sliding on her backside, and controlled the puck through the circles, and then she lost it.
That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. She never kept her stick, never stopped her stick. We're going to have a trip here, Jeff.
First penalty of the day.
This is the first penalty of the game. And it's going to be Esplin. So the Rangers are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play, brought to you by Pelican Power Sports. And upended off the faceoff here by the Lakers. Lloyd and Lloyd break up that faceoff. And the power play by Brookings. Jacqueline Lloyd down deep in the zone trying to apply pressure. And here come the Rangers up through the neutral zone. Lloyd puts on a little bit of pressure there, and great back check by Kate Holeen. She finds the puck down in the zone, and Kate Holeen's going to control it behind Emma Foysel. Now the Brookings Rangers catch up to it on their power play. In the near corner, going to slap it all the way around the back of the net. And over to get it for Brookings Rangers, Grendler. Grendler going to try to get something in the center, nothing cooking. Sophie Kruger's got a player tied up there. Player goes down, and Brookings holds it in. That's Shelsky. And Shelsky, they said it's okay. It stayed in the zone. And the Lakers are going to try to ice this one out of there and can't quite do it. Brookings going to hold this in on a power play. They're going to get some new personnel in. Kate Holeen's going to try to get a stick on it here and try to ice it and can't quite do it and gives it up right in the middle. And here comes Jacqueline Lloyd going to try to skate it out, and she can't quite get it on her stick, but she's going to chase it all the way down to the far corner, and Rice is there to pick her up. Now this is a power play by Brookings. Jacqueline Lloyd has it controlled behind the net. A centering pass to her sister, can't quite get it. Now somebody gets it. That's Jill Bush going to get a slap shot. And Brookings trying to get organized on their power play, but can't quite do it. Vugdevine tries to get to the center of the ice, can't do it. Katie Brunell shoots it down into the zone. And this is Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers now. Grendler's going to try to bring it up all by herself. Barber finds it in the corner. She's going to take it around the back. Emma Foysel looking for something in the middle. There's nobody there. Now Brookings has control of this one on their power play. Now they're going to kick it into, Vugdevine kicks it into Barber. Those two can team up for quite a few goals this year. Barber's going to control the puck again. Bounce it off the board and try to get it deep into the zone. Emma Foysel watches it go right past her skate. And Jill Bush trying to get it back out. Barber finds it again. Barber seems like she's got the puck an awful lot in the last couple minutes here. Jill Bush going to try to get it out. Vugdevine's battling over there with Jill Bush. There, Jill gets a stick on it, and it goes down to the far end. So Vugdevine and Barber are fun to watch on this power play, and I got a feeling the coach is going to leave those two out. And Garrett's is going to be out there.
Brookings has picked it up here in the second period.
They have picked it up. Now they're going to get a little bit of a change on the defensive end. It looks like Shelsky's going to go, and Grendler's going to be back out. So we're 5-on-5 hockey. The Lakers defending that power play very nicely. Esplin's going to face off there and slap by Barber. That was a shot that had to be stopped by Emma Foysel, but here's Brookings going to take it, and Rice going to put it right on the ice and shoot it at the goal. Can't quite get there, a lot of traffic, and now they're going to try to ice a puck out of there, and that was Rye. Going to go all the way back to Shelsky, runs it down before the icing is called. Esplin goes down and takes it away from him. We're going to shoot it at the net from a tough angle right back by the red line and got it on goal. And Runge found it on her right skate.
Yeah. 13-9 shots on goal advantage Brookings right now, and on the Tickle Pink scoreboard they lead 2-0, 5:16 to go, second period action.
Richter's going to face off over here against Jacqueline Lloyd on the right-hand side of Runge, and that's won by Brookings. Brookings going to take it all the way into the next corner. Jacqueline Lloyd's down there by herself, battling with Rice, down in the far corner. And here comes Brookings, going to try to take it out of the zone. That's Hesser. Hesser's out there right now for Brookings, and she can't find it at the blue line. That's Rhea. And Brookings going to take a defense to defense. Keel's going to control it right in front of the Lakers bench. A little pressure applied there by Jacqueline Lloyd. And she can't quite keep it on her stick. And Keel gets up and picks it up. And here comes Rice. Rice going to look up the ice for a stretch pass. Nobody there. Gets it up off the ice. And nobody can handle that one. I don't think it was tipped. Looking over there for Rasmussen. That's Anna Rasmussen. Playing some time right now. We haven't seen those two yet. So we're going to face off on the right-hand side of Runge. A 2-0 game here, pretty evenly matched. Lakers going to look for their first goal here real soon in this period. 4:35 left in the period. Esplin's going to face off against Barber. Barber wins it. Going to take it over there, and here comes Barber. She on a stretch pass. She's going to be out all by herself. Whoa. Gets it over to Vugdeveen. Look out, she's dangerous. She's all by herself. And Emma Feusel finds that puck, and we might have a net off. Emma Feusel again, and Vugdeveen is not an easy player to defend. Vugdeveen, I thought maybe it went in. She thought it went in, and Emma Feusel made a pretty nice save on a pretty good player. 2
great saves by Feusel this period to keep it close and intact here for this Watertown team.
Barber takes the face-off on the left-hand side of Feusel, and she likes to shoot it right off the face-off. She'll kind of wind up on her forehand, and Emma Feusel has had to stop a couple of those shots right off the face-off by Barber. She's done that a few times. Barber and Lloyd are going to face off to the right-hand side of Feusel this time, and that's controlled by Brookings. Out to Keel from her defensive position. She's going to knock it down deep. Joe Bush finds it down in the far corner, and Janelle Lloyd tries to get it out of the zone and can't quite do it. There's Barber over there again on the far boards battling with Joe Bush. Barber finds it again. She's got the puck an awful lot when she's in there. She reverses field, kicks it down in the corner. That's Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen going to throw it at the net, and it's not quite a shot. Looking for somebody right in front and couldn't find him. That was Garrett's that was in front. She couldn't get it on her stick, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd, and she's going to skate it out by herself. Loses a little bit on the red line, and she's going to look deep. She's 1-on-3, going to throw it at the net and up and over the net. Here's Janelle Lloyd, finds it behind the back, and she's going to try to center that right there to Kranz. Kranz finds it and gets a pretty good shot as she flies off her skates. Gets a shot. Kate Holene's going to hold it in on the far end. Here comes Brookings. This is Barber. Barber's going to skate it out by herself. Janelle Lloyd giving chase and a backhand down deep, and here's Keel. Keel's going to find it deep. That's Janea from her defensive spot. Sophie Kruger's down there, and she controls it in back of her own goalie and gets it all the way back around to Janelle Lloyd on the far board. She kicks it back over to Kate Holene. Watertown Lakers looking to bust this one out of the zone, and Janelle Lloyd finds it on her skate. Now she tries to get it up to Jacqueline, can't quite do it. Intercepted there nicely by Brookings. And here comes Jacqueline, finds it at her skates, and she's going to be down the far boards. And it looks like that we're going to probably get a call here. Jacqueline's going to fire it at the net with a delayed penalty. And it's going to be a trip. I thought that was probably going to be called. Jacqueline stood along the far board and fired it at the net and got a pretty decent shot. Glove save by Runge. So it's going to be a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers.
This is a big one for Watertown, right towards the end of the period, too.
It's a good time for a power play if you're a Lakers fan. And the referee's going to try to get it sorted out here. Jeff, it looks like Keel, that's Jaden Keel, is going to sit for a trip. So the Pelican Power Sports power play starts off on the right-hand side of Runge. The puck comes out to Sophie Kruger, the senior, one of the seniors on the team. She's going to try to get it in the zone and can't quite do it. And now she's going to dump it in deep, and she's going to chase that over there. Shelsky finds it all by herself behind her own goalie, and she's going to try to ice the puck on this man down for Brookings. And here comes Esplin, finds it at the blue line, gets a pretty nice shot. Kind of teed that one up, had time to tee it up, and got a pretty good forehand shot on the power play. 1:34 left in this power play for the Watertown Lakers. And everybody's going to get a switch here. Brookings Rangers a man down for 1:34 left. Lloyd and Barber are going to face off here, and Kranz finds it off the face-off and takes a shot a little bit wide. And down the far boards over there, and here comes Brookings. That's Vugdevine's going to try to get it out of there, and rubbed over on the far side there by Jacqueline Lloyd, and that could have been pretty close. Vugdevine and Lloyd went sliding into the goal, Emma Foysel, and she came up with the puck. Here comes Jacqueline through the neutral zone. She's got her sister on the other side, a 4-on-3, and takes a shot and almost got loose. I don't know if Runge knew if she had it in her glove or not. It went out in back of the net and held in by Burnell. Janelle Lloyd holds it out. Now it's out to Bush. Jill Bush takes a shot right in front of her bench. Pretty nice shot again. A lot of traffic in front, but it went all the way to Runge.
Yeah, she got screened on that a little bit, but she managed to at least get it.
I still haven't figured out how these goalies see that with all these screening in front, but they seem to find the puck. I don't know how they do it. That's why I was never a goalie, Jeff. Lloyd is going to face off here against Richter. And controlled down there by the Lakers. Kranz tips it back over there, and that's going to go all the way up almost into the bench of the Lakers. And Jill Bush going to skate down and find that all by herself in front of her goalie. Look out, don't go in front of your goalie, Jill. I don't like that too much.
I don't either.
She did it anyway. So now this one's going to go all the way back over here to Burnell. Burnell's going to try to skip it all the way around, reverses Fields, and gets it over to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd's going to try to get it off the boards. Nobody to pass it to, so she's going to take it back around. Jill Bush going to find it. Now Jill's going to try to skate this one up center ice. Kranz is out ahead. She's going to wait at the blue line, and here comes Jill Bush going to try to go past. Somebody loses her stick out there that on the Brookings Rangers. Didn't make any difference. Jill was still not able to shoot it on goal, and she gets a change, and here comes Brookings with a backhand all the way down to the far end. Richter, full strength for the Rangers, so the Lakers were never really able to get much done on that power play, and here comes Janelle Lloyd in the far boards, going to try to get a pass all the way up to Kranz, and can't quite get it. The Laker girls have missed Jada Kranz a few times on some stretch passes. She's just not able to catch up with it. If she catches up with one of those, she's going to be one-on-one.
There's a big 21.8 seconds here. After Watertown iced it, they got to make sure that they don't allow another goal, because if they'd rather go down 2-0 out after the second period than 3-0.
Barber and Esplin are going to face off to the left-hand side of Foysel, and the puck goes all the way back around. Jalen Rye finds it on the far corner, and they can't quite catch up with it. Here comes Liz Peets, going to run it down, and Rice gets there first. Going to send it back the other way, and Liz Peets can't quite get off side, so we're going to have delayed offsides here, and Lakers are going to go back and regroup. Broken up on a stretch pass there by Rye. Didn't quite get a shot at it. She had a pretty good opportunity to get a shot with 2 seconds left. So this one is going to end 2-0 Brookings Rangers after 2.
They're going to count that last shot on goal, so 15-13 in shots here between Brookings and Watertown. And again, two shots now are the difference. 15-13 in shots and a 2-0 lead for Brookings.
Right.
So we've played 2 periods, so we got a 2-0 lead for Brookings. We will step aside. We'll kind of recap that second period, also get you set for the third period here in just a little bit. You're listening to the Girls State Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock, on KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Owyhee Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Owyhee Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Owyhee Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. As we welcome you back here, Watertown, as we are at the Girls State Varsity Tournament, and it is a 2-0 lead for the for the Brookings Rangers after 2 periods. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, and guys, you know, we're kind of expecting this. You know, it's not a blowout. There's still plenty of time here in the 3rd period for Watertown to come back and tie this game up. It just takes 2 shots. As right now in the 1st period, in the 2nd period, Brookings outshot Watertown by 1 shot each, and they got a goal in each of those shots. So that's been the difference so far.
This is the way they've played all year. Just kind of a dead heat, and not many goals scored, and actually not a lot of puck possession either. It kind of goes back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah. Well, the next goal is definitely huge. Brookings, of course, Savannah Barber getting that 2nd period goal, 15:54, so just about a minute and 6 seconds into the period. Vogdeveen with their 2nd assist. Brookings with that 2-0 lead. They scored in the 1st period, of course, and that was Grenler with Vogdeveen assisting as well at 6:35. So right now it's a 2-0 Brookings lead after 2 periods of play. And again, they're right now 13 saves for Feusel and 12 for Runge in the contest. Brookings with that 2-0 lead. Some other games going on, of course, are coming up today. After this one, we will have, as you know, Huron and Sioux Falls. Tonight, Sioux Center and Mitchell, they will face off at 5. That'll be followed by Aberdeen and Oahe. Right now, though, 2-0 our score. Back with more in our pregame, or actually, I should say, 2nd intermission activity right after this.
Absolutely, we will have that for you. You're listening to the State Girls Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness.
Came in drifting.
With just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix.
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Back here at Watertown after 2 periods, it's a 2-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Watertown Lakers as joined here John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, and it's been a good first 2 periods. You know, Brookings is the 3 seed taking the 16 on against Watertown, and there's not a lot of separation. You know, it's not a 3-6 match where we think, the 3 seeds got this in the bag. Brookings got to play well in this third period.
Oh yeah, it's Brookings Watertown, and nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
It's usually a dead heat. We see it on the boys' side, we see it on the girls' side, and especially these girls this year have played to overtime. Every time they play each other, they get into overtime at the end of the game, and Watertown Lakers here are going to have to come out and get a goal, as you well know. That first period or that third period when you come out, it's going to be real important.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see because everybody looks to Janelle or Jacqueline. Jacqueline Lloyd, of course, gets the goal. But you have people like Esplin and Jillian Bush that are really offensive-minded, and it'd be fun to see them. I really think in Watertown's case, if somebody gets a quick goal, I think you're going to see a big change here.
Right, we talk about momentum all the time in the third period on a 2-0 game. Momentum can swing here real quickly.
Yeah, Brookings has played well, and these two teams match up very well, and I think they could probably play each other 10 times and each one win 5.
It might
or
be
maybe
a
6 and
tie.
4.
Well, and you know, you go back to a couple of saves made by Foshel, because she made those saves, and those were very tough saves to make. The first one with the glove save, then the breakaway she made a save. It could be 4-0 right now for Brookings, but she's kept them in, kept that lead in half right there, and only just 2-0. So, like I said, a quick goal at the start of the third period. You know, you don't have to get a quick goal, but a quick goal makes everything change going in this third period.
Well, and we've seen enough games over this year where so much of the time, and we've talked about it all the time too, the first 2 minutes of a period and the last 2 minutes of a period when a lot of goals get scored.
Yeah.
And it can change the momentum of a game quite substantially. So
I think you're right, John. You know, the couple saves that Emma Foysel made, those were big-time saves. Savannah Barber's sitting right on the porch and wound up with one, and Emma Foysel gloves that thing at her shoulder, and that's a huge save to keep this thing at 2-0. So hats off to Emma Foysel. She's keeping her team where they need to be.
I think we're going to see a lot more great goalie saves this weekend. We'll see those shots go in from the skaters as well. It won't be just the goalies making flashing some greatness, because we're going to see a lot of some good goals throughout this whole weekend. Of course, if you're listening on Capital City Rock or KSDR, or if you're in Brookings, KVRK in Brookings, as well as if you're watching on Capital City Rock Sports right now on YouTube, we're going to have all 11 games. All 11 games, especially, I believe, on KSDR as well for Watertown. Yes. All 11 games, as well as on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So you have a chance to watch, listen, whatever you might want. If you're here, you can bring the earbuds along and listen to the game while we're still calling the game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We got different camera angles. It's, you know, we're in the game 1 of 11 here this weekend, and I'm excited for how this is all going to hold, not just the play, but also on our end too. I'm a little excited about it all.
Well, John, next weekend the same thing.
Yep, same thing. Yeah.
And John is setting the bar for how these things are done, Jeff.
That's right.
he came up with a new app on the screen and gives us a couple different camera angles and so forth. It really seems to be working nice.
Yeah, and we'll have it's gonna be a lot of fun. And, a chance to we got to tell the referees to back up a little bit when they're making the calls, because I try to get the screen to go down there. And while it's in a good spot for the referee to make a call, the ref got a little bit too close. We saw that he shaved this morning.
Well, he did, yeah. He missed a whisker, but we won't tell it.
Yeah, that's right. But again, you can watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. You can listen on Capital City Rock. You can also on 1480 KSCR. Brookings games at KBRK throughout the next 2 weekends. We'll have them as well when Brookings plays next weekend for the boys tournament down in Sioux Falls. And, of course, the three of us will be back for all 11 games next weekend, too.
Isn't that fun? Thanks to, of course, our sponsors, Fastenal, Shields Iceplex, of course, Clubhouse in Pierre, also Pizza Ranch, Midwest Hockey, plus Kubota, plus Pelican Power Sports, Tickled Pink, also Dakota Land, as well as ReliaBank. Interesting as far as the stats are concerned, huh?
Get some more sponsors here. Envirotech, First National Bank, Fisher Rounds, Leisure Palace Pools and Spas, Pure Endodontics, Sunmasters, Weatherall, Xander Auto Parts, Taco John's, the Hawaii Federal Credit Union, Greg Store and Social
Taco
Club.
John's.
Oh man, talk about Taco. We can talk about Taco John's all day, but we can't do that because we got third period to come up next. We got to take one more commercial break. We'll have that third period for you next on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
Visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Getting back to play here, and when we were away at the commercial break, the third period started, and there was a goal by Kieran Vugdeveen to get this thing to 3-0 in favor of the Brookings Rangers. We got started just a little bit late in the third period, and now it is controlled by Brookings down in the zone, and here comes the Watertown Lakers. This is Jalen Rye going to bring it up and going to dump it at the goal. And hung up there by Runge, Jaden Runge. So
you got a little bit of a weak shot on that.
That was a weak shot.
Partially blocked, yeah.
Yep. But nonetheless, you throw it at the goal and hope for good things. So Vogdeveen has got a goal when we were away. Lloyd and Barber are going to face off to the right-hand side of Runge, and that's controlled by Brookings. Brookings up in this one 3-0 over the Watertown Lakers. Start of the third period, and the puck goes all the way back out. Janelle Lloyd picks it up and going to try to get it through the zone, and Barber finds it at the red line, and she's going to skate through and gets it over on the backhand over to Garrett's. Garrett's going to take it in by herself, try to go over to Barber. Nobody was looking. Vugdeveen was there also, and neither one of those went after it. And here's Foysel with a save on her right-hand side. Janelle Lloyd's going to be in the near corner over there with Barber, and Brookings gets that puck across, and Krantz picks it up, and Krantz going to go 2-on-1. She's on her forehand and gets upended over there by Grendler.
It squeezed to the side of the boards a little bit.
Squeezed. Kruger's trying to keep it in and collides with another player, and picked up over there by Garrett's.
That was a 3-on-1 for a second there.
And Rice is going to dump it all the way back into the zone, and there's going to be no icing called. And here's Jill Bush going to pick it up, and she's going to slap it out. A little slap of puck for both teams right now. Going all the way back is Rice. Rice going to reverse fields over to Barber. Barber going to take it around her own goalie, and she's going to skate it up off her skate up to her stick, and she's going to bounce it off the boards. She's going to try to get it to Vugdeveen. She can't quite catch up with it to wave off the icing. Kruger finds it over there, and here come the Lakers. This is Esplin going to look for stretch pass and can't quite make it to Jalen Rye. And both teams looking just a little bit tired there, and they're going to get a switch. It looks like Brookings is going to leave their defense out. Triplett, Richter, and Forster are going to be out for the Brookings Rangers. Going to face off in front of Emma Foysel against Lloyd. Lloyd can't quite win the face-off. Now she finds it up on her backhand and tips it over and ought to play into her bench. So this one is going to face off again to the left-hand side of Emma Foysel.
We've rattled off 3 minutes of this third period, and 3-0 Brookings on the tickled pink scoreboard.
Taryn Richter is going to go against Jacqueline Lloyd on a face-off. Jacqueline spins around and gets it back over to Burnell on the face-off. And Bush is going to find it behind her net, and that's found over there by a Brookings player, and a pass up in the middle, and nobody was there to find it. Here comes Shelsky. Shelsky's going to reverse field all the way up, and the Brookings Rangers are going to take it down into the zone. Burnell's over there, and that's a shot from the far corner. I want to say that might have been Forster, possibly. Shelsky's going to try to hold it in and does. Burnell's going to get it on her stick, and she's going to kick it down, and there's going to be no icing called. The Lakers are going to get a switch. And bringing it back around over on the other side over there is Grendler. Grendler has a goal already tonight. And bringing it up through the neutral zone here, this is Shelsky. Shelsky's going to be all by herself, chased over there by Janelle Lloyd. Now Esplin gets over to it and gets a stick on it, and it's broken up. And the battle ensues right in front of the Laker bench. Here's Vugdeveen, finds it out of there over to Barber. Barber's going to reverse field, and Rye is going to give chase over there. And now Jill Bush gets over there and upends the puck all the way down. And this is going to be Keel going to have to, Janaea Keel is going to get ahead of steam here in front of her own goalie, and that's upended by Jill Bush. Jill Bush and Keel kind of going at a little pushing match, and Barber finds it on the blue line. She's going to take it in, and pretty good shot broken up there by Kruger. And Holeen gets her stick on it, and now goes back over to Barber. Barber's going to bring it around the back of Emma Foysel all the way out to her defensive man. That's Keel. Keel over to Rice. Rice over to Keel. Down into the corner. Nobody down in the corner, and here's Bush going to zip the puck all the way around, and that one is going to go down for an icing all the way around. Jill Bush icing the puck, sensing that her teammates need a little break. Skylar Kuhlman was out there. She's going to go and take a break. Sophie Kruger is going to go take a break. So Lloyd, and Cran's line is going to be out there with Jill Bush and Burnell. And for the Rangers, it looks like Shelsky's going to be on a defense, and Barber and Lloyd are going to face off. Barber controls it, and now Janelle Lloyd gets her stick on it, and we're going to go all the way back down and do it again. As icing goes all the way down. So Barber and Lloyd are going to face off again. They've done it so many times. They've done it so many times throughout the year. I believe Barber may be a sophomore, Jacqueline Lloyd a junior. They're going to do it for at least one more year, but we've seen those two go at it for years since they were real young. Here's Barber in front of the net. Can't quite get a shot off, but controls the puck nonetheless. Takes it around the back of the net. And Vugdevine's over in the far corner, gets upended over there. And here comes Jacqueline, going to pick it up behind her own goalie, and she's going to reverse field and going to get it all the way back up to Kranz. Kranz can't get any forward motion on it, and it gets taken down into the corner. Over on the far side over there, that's Grendler. Grendler holds it in deep, puts it down deep in the zone, and Kranz over there battling with it. Now Jill Bush finds it behind, reverses field, and comes all the way back and try to get it to Kranz. Kranz going to try to skate it right off the boards and does. It's Kranz, Lloyd, and Lloyd. There's going to be a 3-on-1 here if everybody hurries, and Kranz going to take a shot off the skate over there of Shelsky. Pretty nice job on a 3-on-1, and didn't get much of a shot on 3-on-1. Now Lloyd's going to battle. That's Jacqueline down in the corner, and the puck's going to skip all the way around. It's going to go over to Grendler. Grendler's going to look up ice, nobody there, and Jill Bush holds it in the zone and shoots it at the net, goes a little bit wide. Here comes Shelsky's going to try to do it with her legs in front of her own bench and gets it up into the neutral zone. Janelle Lloyd is there, and here comes Barber. Barber's gets it on her stick. Barber's a pretty good hockey player, and passed it over to Vugdevine, who's no slouch herself. And here's Dunbar. Dunbar's going to take a shot by herself. Not much of a shot, but a shot nonetheless. Emma Foysel got a pad on it, and here comes Esplin. Esplin can't quite get it on her stick. And Keel finds it from her defensive position, and this goes over to Rice. Rice going to get it up the neutral zone and does so up to Keel. And gets a shot off there. That is Hokanson. We always forget about Taylor Hokanson.
6.5 minutes gone in this third period. Lakers do not have a shot on goal yet.
Yeah, and the start of the third period here, you know, that's what the Lakers need to do at this point. Facing off over there on the right-hand side is Esplin. And she wins that over to Holeen. Holeen's going to try to bring it up, and now she kicks it back out to Liz Peets along the near board right in front of her bench, and here comes Holeen's going to chase it. Kruger gets over there first. You're going to tap it off the boards in the corner, trying to look for Rye. Rye kind of gets it on her stick, and here comes Esplin. Esplin's coming one-on-one. It's against Rice, and she takes a shot, and it goes up and over. And Kruger's going to hold it in right in front of us and going to zip it all the way around the backside, and Esplin's going to win the race over on the far corner, going to try to shoot it at the net. Can't quite do it. That's Barber's over there. Hokanson's over there to break that play up. And Brookings going to try to get up. Sophie Kruger finds the puck right in front of the net and can't quite get a shot. Broken up nicely by the Rangers, and here comes Rice. Rice going to try to get it up in the middle and can't quite do it. It does go off the stick of a Ranger and down in back of Emma Foysel. Kate Holeen's going to go back and chase it, try to get it done with her legs here. Up to Janelle Lloyd, can't quite get the pass, and that's Shelsky's going to get the puck in here. Jacqueline Lloyd finds it right at the blue line. Her sister's offsides, way offsides, all the way down to the circle. So we're going to have an offsides. We're going to face off outside of the zone right in front of us. A little bit to my left-hand side, we've got the best seat in the house here in the Relia Bank booth. We can see all the action from right up here. Richter and Lloyd are going to face off. Lloyd wins that. Back to Jill Bush. Jill Bush going to take it from her defensive spot, reverse field. She's going to create a little space for herself and can't quite do it. Now that one gets tipped off Jill Bush's stick, and Foysel had to make a stop there. That's a little scary. Richter did a nice job getting that off Jill Bush's stick. Nonetheless, so now they're going to face off in the zone, and Jacqueline Lloyd wins that. Goes back to Burnell. Burnell's going to try to get it to the far corner to Krantz, and she can't quite do it. And Brookings is in control on the far corner over there. And now Jill Bush finds it behind her bench. She likes to go in front of the net. I don't like when she does it, but she did it successfully that time over to Krantz. Krantz got it over on her backhand. She's going to bring it up through the neutral zone and give it down deep and going to try to chase. Janelle Lloyd's going to find the puck over on the far corner and met over there by Grendler. Grendler's going to push along the boards, and the puck squirts out of there. Nice job by Grendler down in the corner over there. Katie Burnell holds it in. Jacqueline Lloyd can't find it, and Shelsky's got it in back of the net. Shelsky's going to pass it up to a player over there. That's going to go into the center, and a little action over on the far end. Jill Bush got into a little bit of a push along there, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd right in front of her goal, going to get ahead of steam, and Barber's going to come out and find her. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd, gets it tipped away. Comes in back of the net, can't quite do it. A backhand right in front of the net, nobody home. Here's Skylar Kuhlman, found it at the blue line. Can't quite get a shot. Jill Bush is going to take it on her forehand up in front of the Brookings bench and down into the near corner. She's going to kind of throw it at the net, goes behind the net, And this is going to go all the way around. Sophie Kruger can't quite get there from defense to hold it in, and we're going to have an icing call all the way down to the other end.
Runge's had 2 shutouts on the year for Brookings, and she's faced right here with maybe her third at 7:55 to go. Period number 3. 3-0 Brookings with the lead. On the tickled pink scoreboard, Brookings leading in this opening game of the girls varsity hockey tournament.
Jaden Runge's done a nice job tonight. We're going to face off here to her right side. Esplin and Barber faced off, and now they're going to look for a pass up to Barber, and she can't quite get that. That pass was coming from Garrett's. And a little bit of a stretch pass, and Barber can't quite get there. They're gonna meet at neutral ice and try to figure out how them two can meet. They've got it all worked out. Big smile on the face of Savannah Barber. So she's going to slide into the face-off, and won by the Lakers. Skylar Kuhlman got her stick on it and got a shot. Now Esplin holds it in and shoots it at the net, and it goes a little bit wide. Here comes Brookings. Brookings can't quite get a stick on it. Now Sophie Kruger did. She likes to get it down deep into that corner, and Rice is going to find it on her stick and going to tip it all the way over to Keel. Keel kind of fans on it. And taking a shot there is Esplin. Keel kind of missed that pass, and Esplin was there to pick it up. But now here comes Brookings. Can't get it. Savannah Barber can't quite get it through the neutral zone on her stick. And this is picked up over there by Garrett's. Garrett's being pinched over there by Jalen Rye. And now Savannah Barber's got a shot, and it goes wide. Savannah had a long time to look at that shot, and picked up is Rice at the blue line, and here comes, this is Esplin. She's going to find it at the red line, going to try to take it all by herself. She's 1-on-4, collision over there. There's no penalty, no check, no nothing. It was just a collision. And Jill Bush going to take it all the way from the red line and going to dump it all the way down. And we're going to have icing up and down. Nobody had any possession. There was a big collision on the far side over there. I was looking for maybe a call, and in the meantime, the puck went all the way down for an icing call.
6:31 left. Brookings leading on the scoreboard 3-0 and 19-13 shots on goal.
So Jacqueline Lloyd's going to face off. Here comes off the face-off. Cran's got a shot to go wide. Jacqueline's going to be right in back of the goal, and she tries to shoot it at the back of the goalie. And there's a scrum in front of the net. Cran's had a stick on it. Jacqueline Lloyd shot it from directly behind the goal, and she'll do that once in a while. She'll shoot it at the back of the goalie to try to get it to go in, but Runge wasn't having it, although she did lose the puck there for a while. And so Jacqueline gets the shot on goal there. Now this puck's going to go all the way back down, and we're going to have an icing. So we faced off down in the Rangers zone, and a quick icing was called. Brookings is going to get a change here, and they're going to go with Triplett, Richter, and Forster. The Lakers are going to leave Lloyd, and Krantz out. They're going to face off to the left-hand side of Runge. 6:10 left in this one. Krantz finds it along there and tries to get it down into the deep in the corner and can't quite do it. Brookings is going to control the puck down on the far corner, and held in there by Jacqueline Lloyd. Gets down to Brunell. Brunell's going to get it down into the corner. Forster's out there that's Maya Forster's out there for Brookings. And she's in the mix on the near board, and here we are in the center ice. Jacqueline Lloyd gets a backhand down in the corner. Kranz is chasing down over there, and Brookings gets to that one first. That's Peterson with a T. She's going to get that down in there. And right in front of the Brookings bench, there's a scrum. Brunell is there. Jacqueline Lloyd is there. Peterson's down in there, and the puck does come loose. Janelle Lloyd gets the puck right next to the net and tries to flip it up. I think Runge was a little bit surprised that puck was there. Now a shot from Jill Bush.
She was playing center field on that one.
She was playing center field. And Janelle Lloyd almost came up with a little flip over the top of the goalie, and Jill Bush found it on her stick for a pretty good shot. Runge doing a nice job. Stopped 19 shots already. I'm sorry, 17 shots. Faceoff's won over there by Esplin. Over to Kruger. Kruger kicks it down deep into the corner. And this is Grendler. Grendler scored the first one today. And here comes Brookings. Brookings going to find it in the zone, going to skate it back out, looking for a centering pass, can't quite do it. Esplin finds it on her stick and can't control it now. She does. She's going to take it all the way down past the red line and gets it down deep. And the Lakers are going to be a little little dump and chase here. Grendler's going to try to get it out and can't do it. There's a collision by Kate Holeen on the far end, and they're going to call a roughing call. Jeff, we haven't seen one of those in this game yet.
No.
Been a few collisions, but this one was actually called a roughing call. And that's going to be Anna Rasmussen. She's been out there a couple times tonight, and now she gets to sit in the penalty box for the Brookings Rangers. So the Lakers are going to try to get their penalty, but their power play folks in. It's going to be Lloyd, Kruger, Kranz. Barber faces off. This is a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers. Kruger's going to get it for her defensive spot and controls the puck. Barber's going to try to take it away from her. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd in the red line, and she's going to take it back and regroup on this Pelican Power Sports power play. Going to come up to Janelle Lloyd, and she gets it all by herself, and she's going to dump it down deep. And chasing down there is Grendler for Brookings. They're going to try to ice the puck up out of the zone, being a man down, and that's Vugdeveen gets it all the way down to the far end. Here Burnell picks it up behind the bench. Tried to take it back the other way and couldn't do it, but here comes Jillian Bush, going to skate it back out with a long stretch pass up there to Kranz. Did she touch it? She must have touched it. There's no icing. So they're going to be, Brookings going to take it all the way in back. That's Grendler. Grendler's going to try to get it out, can't do it. Jill Bush finds a shot, and here's Janelle Lloyd trying to get a stick on it right in front. The puck is loose. It's still loose. Nobody there. There's some pushing, and there's no goal sign. I'm assuming the puck is in the net. Maybe not.
How did the puck not go in the net?
Yeah. Everybody on the ice was in the net. The puck had to be in the ice, be in there. So Runge, she had it underneath herself. She probably knew it the whole time. Up here in the Reliabank booth, we couldn't see it. It looked like it went in, along with about 4 different players.
Talk about a team save.
That's a team save.
I think all 4 of the pellet killers are in the blue paint.
So still Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Watertown Lakers for another 56 seconds, and the puck is controlled by Brookings. And they're going to take it all the way around and get it over. Here's Burnell going to try to keep it in and can't quite do it. It's going to go down to the other end. Jill Bush is going to be the first one there. She's going to skate it all the way around. Emma Foysel around her own goalie. And now she's going to try to get a pass up off the boards. Can't quite do it to Jacqueline Lloyd. Well, Brookings saves it inside the zone, and this one's going to come back out. Now this Krantz going to find it along the board, going to try to get it over to Jacqueline Lloyd, and does. Jacqueline's going to get her legs going here at the red line. It's going to be about 1-on-3, and she's going to try to take it in. Tries to throw it at the net, and it goes a little bit wide, deflected over there by Runge. Janelle Lloyd finds it in the corner, and Barber's over there to give chase to this puck. I'm sorry, that's Rice from her defensive position. So playing a man down, Brookings Rangers are going to ice the puck back. 3 seconds left in this one, and we're going to be full strength. Here's Jill Bush going to try to skate it up through the neutral zone and gets it to Krantz at the blue line. Going to find Jacqueline Lloyd, and she's going to reverse field off of her forehand, and Sophie Kruger going to get it right at the blue line, going to dump it back in. Krantz cannot get it on her stick, and here comes Brookings going to ice the puck all the way down.
But
that's
it
Shelsky.
runs valuable time off the clock. If you're Watertown trying to get back in this game down 3-0, and in Brookings' case, they're most happy to do that.
Yeah, Brookings is okay with icing the puck here a few times. Takes a little time off the clock, and they're all about the clock right now. Facing off over there is Esplin. Esplin takes a swat at it, and it's a shot good enough to be able to be stopped by Runge. And here comes Brookings, going to try to take a little bit of time here, going to look for a real nice pass, taking their time. Skylar Kuhlman found it on her stick and broke up the play, and now Brookings is going to take it all the way back down to the other end.
Last 7 shots on goal have been by the Lakers. They actually have a 2019 lead in shots on goal.
Sophie Kruger is going to take it from her defensive spot, and she's going to take it all the way down. Grendler finds it down in her zone, and now comes back out of the zone, and Kate Holeen dumps it in. There's a delayed offside, so Brookings going to pick it up here through the neutral zone. This is going to be Grendler. Grendler seems to have had the puck an awful lot today in this game, and she's still got it down in the corner. Looks for a centering pass, and Emma Foysel finds it on her glove. So that was a centering pass from Grendler, and I think that was shot by Jaden Kuhl. Keel, sorry.
Kuehl.
Yep. Couple sisters on this team. It's Jaden and Janaea. So we're going to face off down here. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to spin around on that and can't get it on. And now she's got it on her stick, and she's going to bring it up in front of her own bench. She's going to try to create a little speed here. Shelsky's going to have it on. Shelsky forced her wide, and we have a pile up right in front. Jacqueline Lloyd did get a shot off, and Runge found the puck. She skates out of the net with the puck, and everybody else piled into the net. So Jacqueline Lloyd going wide there with speed and getting it on her forehand. The net is loose. So again, Jaden Runge doing a really nice job in traffic. That's not an easy task when you have about 6 players coming down on you and you got to try to find a puck in all that mess. Jacqueline Lloyd faces off, and Brookings Rangers are going to control this one. It goes all the way back down to the far end. Jacqueline Lloyd zips it over to her defender, and here's Jacqueline going to try to pick it off the board. And she does. She's on her backhand and going to take it up through the neutral zone on her own with her legs. So she's going to take it wide, and she's going to try to get a shot and attacked over there on the far red circle over there on the red dot. Brookings doing a nice job controlling some of these Laker players. And here's a shot from Jill Bush, and that one goes in.
There's a penalty called on Watertown, delayed penalty. So when they touched up with the shot, ended up getting called for a penalty.
We're going to have an interference call. And that's on Jada Krantz. So they were on a penalty there, and Jill Bush came along and slapped it in the goal, and that's going to be waived.
There's 44.1 left to go, and that's a tough one for Watertown because, yeah, it's still going to take a lot to score 2 more goals in that last 44 seconds, but they were just that close to getting that first one past Runge.
And anytime you take one off the board, it's never good, but the Lakers were on a delayed penalty there. So that one comes off the board. This face-off is controlled right here by Rice, and Barber's going to take it down deep in the near corner. She's going to skate it all the way back around. She's killing time right now. Does get a shot, and it goes in. Emma Feusel goes over the top of her right leg pad. So Savannah Barber, she finds one right at the end of this game with 31.1 left. And Brookings Rangers can celebrate that first win of the tourney. First game of the tourney, first win of the tourney. So 4-1, or 4-0, I'm sorry, with 31 seconds left in this one. We're going to face off at center ice. Lakers are going to get Lloyd and Esplin out there. And that face-off is controlled by Brookings. Rice is going to bring it over to center ice, and here comes Barber again. Barber's in no hurry. She's going to take a little time off the clock here. She does get a centering pass into there, and here comes a defensive spot, and a shot goes just a little bit wide. That was Jalissa Peterson with a T. Gets a shot. So Savannah Barber gets the power play goal to seal this one, and the clock runs out, and this one is over. Brookings Rangers are successful in the first game. So we've got one game in. Out of this tournament, we have 10 left. Brookings Rangers successful in this one.
And we'll be back to wrap this game up, and we'll also tell you, get you ready for the next game as well, as we'll have Sioux Falls and Huron coming up at 2:30 with the start time there. So we'll step aside, and you're listening to the State Girls Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock, as well as KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or Caldera Spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Watertown, the first game is over as the Brookings Rangers, they advance to the state semifinals tomorrow evening at 4:30. Watertown Lakers, as they fell 4-0, will play the first game of the day tomorrow again at 11:30 as they will if they win, they'll go to the Constellation Championship, so now they are in the elimination portion of the bracket as John Winkler joined here with Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as 21-21 in shots, but Brookings just got the breaks to go their way tonight, this game.
4-0 final in that third period. 2 goals, of course. Vugdeveen had a goal and 2 assists today. That coming at 16:39 of the period. And then Brookings with 31.1 seconds to go. That was by Barber. Savannah with Rice assisting on the play, giving Brookings that 4-0 lead. Interestingly enough, just before that goal by Barber, Watertown, of course, had a goal on a delayed penalty, so it didn't count. It negated the goal, of course, and Brookings ends up winning it. Third shutout of the year as far as Jaden Runge is concerned. And as mentioned, 21 saves for Runge in the game, 17 for Watertown's Feusel. 4-0 Brookings comes up with a win.
And that's just the start of all the fun today. We got 3 more games for you. We'll have Sioux Falls and Huron next, and they'll be followed by Sioux Center and Mitchell and Aberdeen and Oahe to close out day 1 of our state tournament. We really would say day 1 of 6 because we got we'll have next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Sioux Falls as well. So day 1 of 6, but game 1 of 22 that we'll have for you. So it's we say that
one at a time.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, one at a time. But the Rangers win 4-0 here in the first game. Game 2 of Sioux Falls and Huron is at 2:30, so we'll be back around 2:15. So here right now, as it sits at 1:52. What would that be? The quick math, the 23 minutes or so that we'll be back for Game 2 of the broadcast. So if you're watching on YouTube, the broadcast will end, the video will end. If you're listening on KSDR as well as on Capital City Rock, we'll go back to the regular programming for a good 20 minutes or so, whatever it might be when we're done, and then we'll come back on the air again around 2:15 or right at 2:15 for Game 2 of Sioux Falls 2 and Huron, the 2 versus 7 matchup, and that one should be a good one, but we'll talk about that one when we get to that one. So we'll be back 2:15. And we'll have more of the Girls State Varsity Hockey Tournament on a Capital City Rock, on a KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Girls Hockey Tournament. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, Zander Auto Parts, Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, the Clubhouse in Pierre, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. Hockey is also brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, the Grey Goose Store and Social Club, Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. Join us for the boys and girls state hockey tournaments on your home for the Owyhee Capitals, Capital City Rock, and CapitalCityRock.com. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting.